The Green Bay Packers opened the 2013 season the same place their 2012 season ended, in San Francisco, facing the 49ers. 49ers currently a 4.5-point favorite on BETDAQ, 48.5 the total in this game. Will anything be different this time around? Can Green Bay get over the hump and get their vengeance? I think they can, because I think San Francisco is going to take a step back this year. I know that's not a popular opinion. A lot of people have pegged the 49ers as the Super Bowl favorite, but they lost some key pieces to that team. Most importantly, Michael Crabtree. Crabtree seemed to be the only guy last season that Colin Kaepernick was comfortable throwing the ball to. And keep in mind, Kaepernick has only started a handful of games in his career. Now defenses and defensive coordinators have had a whole offseason to look at film on him. They will be keying on his running ability, and this season Kaepernick will be forced to throw the ball more. And as I said, Crabtree last season seemed to be the only guy who we felt really comfortable with. Now, maybe he'll develop more of a rapport with Vernon Davis or new arrival Anquan Bolden. But I think the 49ers offense is going to take a step back this year. They don't have an abundance of playmakers. And on defense, losing all-pro safety Deshaun Goldson. I know this is a great defense. They were third in the NFL in total defense last year, and I expect them to be a top 5 unit again this year. But you've got to take a step back when you lose a player like Goldson and you don't replace him with a player of that caliber, and that is the situation in San Francisco. When it comes to Green Bay, I do not think they've gotten worse. And the Packers, what's lost in their 2012 season? Looking back, people might write off the 2012 season as a disappointment for Green Bay because they were so good in 2010 and 2011, and the 2012 season ended with that bitter disappointment, that blowout loss to San Francisco. But what's not to be overlooked about last season, it was really the emergence of Green Bay's defense. Green Bay, for the last 3 or 4 years, or for the previous 3 or 4 years, had been a team that was carried by their offense. They won in spite of their defense. Not last season. Throughout most of the year, the defense ranked higher than the offense in the total defense, total offense rankings. I think the offense might have caught up at the very end of the season with a couple of big games. But the Green Bay defense throughout most of the year was a top half of the league type unit. Now, people don't remember it that way because they remember them getting gashed for 181 rushing yards by Colin Kaepernick in that playoff game. But Green Bay really played well throughout the season on defense, and believe me, I'm sure all those players have been reminded time and time again throughout the offseason and training camp that they allowed an NFL record rushing yards by a quarterback the last time they were on the field. I'd be very, very surprised if Colin Kaepernick is able to find much running room in this game. And San Francisco, even though they're a stout defense, are they going to be able to hold down Aaron Rodgers in this offense all game? I don't think so. I think Green Bay is going to have a better running game this year with the addition of young Eddie Lacy, bringing them a little bit power between the tackles running. He'll get the start in this game with DeJuan Harris injured, of course. But we know the Green Bay offense revolves around Aaron Rodgers in this passing game. Rodgers has showed no sign of slippage. I'm sure he doesn't like that the torch seemingly has been passed. You don't hear Rodgers being talked about anymore among the very best quarterbacks in the league. He could reestablish himself in that conversation in one night with a big performance on Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers, and I think he'll do it. I like Green Bay plus 4.5 in this game.